Yo, 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 it's your girl, the six-figure spot chick, with another episode of Ugly Side of Entrepreneurship. I am excited to be alive today. I'm excited to have Wi-Fi. I'm excited to have all these microphones and cameras in my face. I'm excited, I'm thankful, and I'm blessed because everybody ain't got it, okay? We are here, guys, and we share everything ugly, good, bad, and every single thing in between. We have a special guest here with us today. We call her Dr. Tina. That's what we call her. I met the lady, she was selling waist beads.
Yep, sure was.
I said, oh, these look good. And I had on a one piece. She put them on. I said, well, I got to put mine on when I leave. I don't think I never got mine put on that day.
Not that day.
I wonder where are those waist beads. Who knows?
Who knows?
I paid for them, though, y'all. I didn't get them put on, though. So I met Dr. Tina at an event. She was selling waist beads. Big old ball of energy. She was at a table. She was by herself. I was one of the speakers. And of course I spoke, shut it down.
Always.
And I think she just been stuck to me since that day, y'all.
To the hip, y'all. To the hip, to the hip.
So really, before we get into deep conversation, I know a lot of people can look at this video. They sell waist beads. They're into waist beads. And I know since we've been working together, you went to one event and you made $17,000.
Yep.
In the weekend.
In a 3-day span.
Selling waist beads.
Selling waist
How
beads.
did you do that, Dr. Tina?
Girl, I can't call it to nobody but God. I really can't. Because amazing people came by my booth, and you was one of them, and went live. And so it was the first time I did a big event like that, it was just me and my sister. Then the second time I did a huge event, that one in particular, it was about 6 of us there. The longest thing it takes about waist beads is the tying. So you got to have people that can do that. But we don't just sell waist beads. I started out selling waist beads, but I started using waist beads as a conduit, something that you hear in your spirit from your God, whatever you want to call him. But you get a message from God, and you attach that message, that meaning, that reason to your waist beads. And so other than them just being pretty and gorgeous and all that sexy going on, they got a different meaning for you. And so that could be anything. You know, you could be a woman who, you know, went to a horrible divorce, and you need to be reminded that you will be a wife again, that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you can do it. Or you might be somebody who maybe you lost a child, and you need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive God, and you need to remember that forgiveness is, you are the first one who is the recipient of forgiveness. Or maybe you've been assaulted or something horrible really happened to you, and you got to change those messages in your mind. And so your waist beads, you see them every day, all day. You bathe them, you touch them, you see them. Repeat that to yourself. I am worthy. I can do it. I am beautiful. I can be another wife. I can't have another child. I can't get off alcohol. I can't stop taking these pills.
I can stop cussing out people.
You can stop cussing people.
I've been doing good so far.
You have been doing amazing. And you know what changed in your life for me? Is when God gave you a prayer closet. Your whole life changed.
No, it did.
It really, really
I was touching it this morning. I was in a rush. I said, can't go in there. But I touched the door before I walked out of there. No, that prayer closet, y'all, changed my life.
It changes things. Prayer by itself changes things.
You got to believe in it, though.
You got to. You got to believe in it. You got to have faith. You're going to believe in something, might as well be God.
Ooh, we were drinking, girl. We'd take a shot today.
Okay.
We were drinking. We were drinking. We would take a shot.
That's
So if you're going to praise something, it might as well be God. Ooh, that's a bar.
That's a bar.
Oh, I love it. So everybody, she did the event. I love how she just told you guys. And what she does, guys, she activates the waist beads as well. That's another part of when you buy them from her. And I'm so intrigued. I'm like, wow, she made $17,000 from selling waist beads. So I know when I first met you, your price was way cheaper than from when you took it up. And so people who are watching, I feel like people who are entrepreneurs, they're knowing their worth or charging their worth will hinder them. And sometimes it takes people a long time to catch up to what they're supposed to be charging. So how us just working together, I'm like, that's paying your price too cheap. You take your price up. Because you were doing a lot of stuff. Like you getting those waist beads from Ghana for real. You're activating them for real. And they heavy, y'all, okay? They ain't light work. They're heavy. No. So what would you say from before we met with your prices to your new prices, and how has that changed your business?
Well, I just listen to you. You know, when you meet somebody, and for me, you're just not anybody no more. You know what I mean? Or you're not just, you're not just a marketing person for me no more. You're my baby. But I've been watching you change people's lives, and although I'm not in spa, those same lessons that you give to other people, I can take them too. And so my waist beads, when I first got started, they was like $6. $6. I'm like, yeah, okay, they $6. Remember,
who told you to make it 6? Yourself?
I did.
Okay.
That what they call it, that low budget mindset,
low
vibrational stuff. Yeah, for real. And then I started listening, and I was like, well, shoot, maybe I can go higher.
And the reason I want to be clear too, depending on who you guys listen to, people always say, take your prices up. I never tell people to take their prices up without justifying the new price. If I feel like people are not ready to take their prices up, I'm not telling you to take them up. If I know you're ready though, and the value is there, are we taking them up?
Oh yeah.
And
the value definitely there.
I feel like you make more money now because you took the price up
than I ever did. And so the children are able to benefit more because we get more money for the village. And now they $20 and $25. So they ain't never been that. But as soon as I did it, the people didn't blink. I blinked because I'm like, damn.
Why you blink?
But then I had to think. I fly to Ghana myself. They ain't shipped to me. I'm not ain't nobody bringing them to me. I fly to Ghana myself. They are made for me. And I buy some wholesale from other women. But I go myself. That's a long ass flight.
And they're heavy.
Oh my God.
And you're using the money to feed the village. So it's not just all for gain.
And we don't just feed them. We built classrooms. We built toilets. They never had a toilet. And how they got a toilet, it was selfish on my part. I get that. But that toilet will be there for generations to come. I just got tired of peeing on my ankle. I could never master peeing on the ground.
It would down and touch your body.
I couldn't do it. But they got a toilet, and it'll be there long after I'm gone.
No, that's amazing.
I'm so amazed. And so the waist beads serve, and I'm a whole psychologist. And so the value in what we do when we activate our waist beads, it's a steal for $20.
Period. Changed my life. I got about 6 or 8 on mine right now. Okay. So the waist beads are amazing. You guys are hearing all about her waist beads. If you sell waist beads, you might want to do it how Dr. Tina do it. If you want to get into waist beads, call her. She has a whole program. She's taking people over to Ghana. It's amazing. A lot of good things that she has going on. So the next thing that I want to ask you about that's super important. So I met you at an event. You was calling me. Everybody called me. I was just like, hey, there's somebody else calling me.
Yeah.
But you end up, I was having a big event. You end up asking, can you come bring everybody a waist bead? Yeah. And then you did the activation exercise with it, and that's when we became stuck like glue. From me being a part of the activation, and we've opened it up to Spa Boss Tribe. Even my own friends have came, and it's been phenomenal. So another ugly part of entrepreneurship, because we've done this exercise around the country so many times, and so when we do it, a lot of people they won't release. Yeah. And so that means they don't think it's a safe space for them to release. And as women, as entrepreneurs, mom, wives, we need to release some things. We do. We really do. And so just being around me, I'm very vocal, guys. I have no problem with releasing. No. But I have no problem. If I'm mad, I'm going to tell you I'm mad. If I'm happy, I'm going to tell you I'm happy. I have no problem. But us doing this exercise for over a year now, I see women who come in and openly release, and then I see women who hold back and they don't release. And that those things that don't release show up in our life and our business. Yeah, they do. And it can get ugly, and we're holding on to things from our childhood or things from early adults. Something could have happened to somebody 30 days ago. Yeah, they do. And when we hold on to, and it's because it's a sacred moment, and it all depends on where people are. It's like being hooked on crack. And I'm a recovering addict, so I know what it is. You just got to be ready. And you can't force nobody to be ready. It's like, go and get high, baby, till you get ready to stop. When you get ready to stop, that's when you call me. And it's no different than women being in the room when we're activating or we're wanting to get rid of stuff that's been holding us back. It's a mindset, and everybody ain't ready because that trauma. Some people use trauma as a way of using it
to get what they want, or using it to manipulate other people, or using it to trick people in order to help them, as opposed to them getting their healing. It's tough to say, I'm sick of living like this. I'm tired of hurting like this. And I'm willing to try it somebody else's way. I don't care who, I'm willing to do something somebody else's way as opposed to living like this. And everybody's not ready, and that's okay.
Because I know when we're at the events and any somebody that I know got some things going on, I kind of rub them on their back and let them know to be okay, and then they'll just release.
Yep.
So I think it's a matter of, and you guys can let me know in the comments, I think it's a matter of women know it's okay.
It's okay.
We've been made to be so tough.
Oh, Lord.
We've been made to be that.
We bought that lie.
Yeah, I've been telling them, like, I can't cry. I'm trying to cry. I'm trying to slide down my shower and like I'm in a Lifetime movie and cry and let the water sprinkle on my head. No tears come out, guys. None.
That's just for somebody else's trauma.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, but your day coming, sure.
Girl, I could cry. Me and my husband look at the movie last night. He was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, just looking at the movie. And I know the movie ain't real, but girl, I'm up there just crying. The ghetto. Why do we do that?
I do that too. Because you're easily able to tap into somebody else's emotions. We're easily, when you have done some work within yourself, it's easy to tap into somebody else's pain and to feel that emotions. Some people can't feel nothing at no time. The wall is that thick. The emotional part has just been blocked away.
Wow. So how do they get rid of it?
They got to want it first. They first got to want it. You got to first look in the mirror and say, I'm sick of living like this. I don't want to live like this no more.
They in a mental prison.
Mental prison. And it's a block. And it don't just block you. Like you, it block everything that you want to touch. Your business, your relationships, if you're a mom, your mothering skills. If you're a husband or dad, it affects every area of your life. And so why people can't flourish in their business or their jobs or school or their relationships, because they got old trauma, old stuff that we need to deal with. We can't do nothing about yesterday.
Right.
We can't. I've been raped, beat, kidnapped, left for dead. Right here in this city, Magic City, Blue Flame, 12 years. I can't do nothing about yesterday. I can't. But what I can do is decide that I'm going to take what I learned from that trauma yesterday and I'm going to use that to help motivate me, to help me so that I don't end up going back there. I remember when I got clean and I left here and I went to Florida to start my life over. I was catching the bus to the laundromat. I was catching the bus to school. I was even catching the bus to church. But baby, I got tired of catching that bus. And one weekend, I went to Miami to a strip club. I said, Lord, I just want to go to get a car. I just need a car. Sure did. Went one weekend, I got a car, and they ain't never went back.
Y'all hear that? Change your life in a weekend. Don't go to the strip club, though.
Don't go to strip club.
Come to class.
That's right.
Read an ebook. But we ain't hating. Ooh, we on YouTube, they be hating. If you want to the strip club, that's your business. We ain't hating. We sorry.
No, we ain't hating about the strip club.
No, we ain't hating about the strip club.
Because I used to go in the strip club, even in this season of my life, because I have some girls in there that want to do better. And there's some girls in there about their business. They going to college, they buying their own houses, they take care of their kids. So sure enough ain't hurting. But for me, that's where I got addicted to drugs. That's where I started selling sex. That's where that's where my trauma escalated. And so if you in a strip club and you about your business, handle your business, girl. Ain't nobody hating. Get the money, baby. Get the money.
Y'all heard it here. We ain't hating on the strip club.
We ain't hating, baby.
Don't come in these comments trying to tear me apart. Please.
Don't do it, baby.
Baby, the YouTube they undefeated with the comments.
Okay.
Ooh, they be just ripping me a new a-hole over here, girl.
That's all right. They'll be all right.
Y'all heard that. Y'all be all right.
You'll be all right.
So another question too, before we get to the wrap up. So you're doing the I Choose Me First. I feel like it has been such a breakthrough for Spa Boss Tribe, for my friends, people I know. It's just beautiful work. Beautiful work. So what I want to ask, like I know you said, hey, I'm an addict. I did this. I did that. And it's for other people who are listening too. Like that was I don't want to call it ugly part of your life, but it's a story that's not so cute.
Oh, no, it was an ugly part.
Yeah.
It definitely was an ugly part of life. But for who God created me to be, I had to have all those experiences in my life.
So you don't regret it?
It was not just for me.
Would you change anything?
Not a thing.
See, I want to change a lot of things. And I regret a lot of things.
No.
I'm like, I shouldn't have did that. What if I just wouldn't have went to that party?
Yeah.
What if I just wouldn't have saw him that day?
Yeah, no.
I want to have all this trauma.
No, because the lady that wanted to kill herself in West Africa, she didn't do it because I told her my story. And I was on a flight, and a guy was going to the family house to kill himself. And he didn't do it because I shared my story. And so it has been used to save other people's lives. And just think if I'd have not had that, what if I just went to school and just been all about me, and I didn't have no kind of issues, and I didn't have no trauma. I had an amazing life and 2-parent household, and just everything was just amazing. I wouldn't have been able to bless nobody in the capacity that I have been. I normally work with men, so in my practice coming up, that was my population that I served. God got a sense of humor. So the very population that I broke the most, that I hurt the most, that I wounded the most, he said, now go back and heal them. Go back and heal them.
I was just seeing a meme today, and they said you around here so much you love God. They said, but see how much you love him when you got to go help the people that hurt you. I was like,
baby, that's a bar
oh,
right there.
I said, oh, she talking that. Because when I had to pray for all them folks who I feel like did me wrong, I had a panic attack.
Yeah.
It took me days to say some of them names.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't breathe.
Yes, it's hard.
And I was just trying to pray for somebody.
Yeah. That's why he said that we should pray for our enemies. Pray for them. Because that's not just for them. That's for you, too. Because you have to release that pain and that trauma. Especially when people hurt you that you know.
Yeah, I know
and
all
that
of
you
them.
love. And that you care for them. And that you've served them. And that you want to see them do good. That's the worst pain and betrayal. But it's also necessary.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. Because for people that serve the world, for people that serve other people, you have to have experiences that keep you compassionate, that keep you full of empathy. And the only way you do that is by going through your own hell, going through your own experience. Like people can talk that talk. Oh, nobody. I just love everybody, and until somebody break your heart, or until somebody do something to you to make you want to slit their throat, or until
drag them,
or drag them. And so the man that raped me, I know him personally. Wow. Have known him 30-some years.
You ain't slit his throat.
I ain't slit his throat. And I can sit down and have dinner with him and his wife and their kids today. Because one of them kids are mine. And so...
What do you mean?
So my daughter belongs to him. Like he's the father of my daughter.
Does she know?
And I have lots... Let me preference this. I have lots of daughters. And I got them all up. You're one of my daughters. And so, yeah, my daughters know. They know. But that wasn't about their story. That's my story. And so I didn't want them to grow up being wounded because of what happened to me before they got here. Because that was a part of my journey. And theirs. And we got to remember this, that people that hurt you today, you give it 5, 10, 15 years, people be going on about their life.
It can't hurt you no more.
They ain't even studying you, though. And we still be holding on to stuff that happened 10, 15.
No, mine was 14. When I just had the panic attack, that happened over 14 years ago.
See what I mean?
And he ain't studying me.
And not even...
Mind you, I ain't studying him either.
Gone
but
on
I did have to pray for the man, though.
Had to.
I ain't studying him either, but I was trying to be obedient, like...
Yeah. You got to. Because that's how you release stuff. That's how you get rid of stuff. And then let's also know how you still holding on to stuff. Because when things affect you in a way that you didn't think they would, it's almost like being in horrible relationships. You don't know if you healed until you get in another relationship. And somebody come by and scratch that wound. And you find out that scar underneath it is full of pus. And it's still bloody. You ain't healed, baby. You still got work to do.
Who on that Negro? I know I do, girl. Ooh, honey. 14 years later, I still ain't. Ooh, help me, God.
Just keep working on forgiving him. That's all.
I thought I had forgave him.
Yeah, well, now you know different, don't you?
I ain't forgive him.
No.
Really quick, before we end, really quick. So how do we know if we forgave somebody or not? How do we know? Because I thought I forgave them. How do we know?
When you know that you have forgiven somebody, when you see them again, you're not even moved.
I don't be moved when I see them.
But you have a sense of compassion for them.
No, I don't get no compassion for them.
Yeah, you're not healed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not healed.
Oh, okay.
So when people hurt us, we don't have to let them back in our life like they was. But when you have someone who have wounded you and traumatized you or hurt you or just betrayed you in some type of way, when you see them, you have compassion for them. You have a sense of wanting to see them do good and be better. And, all of that. Yeah, I know it's hard.
I ain't got there yet, y'all.
No, not yet, but it's okay. It's
with nobody, if that's okay.
And it's a work in progress because people think that they have forgiven and they think that, they can move on and, have loved a person and forgiven them. But you don't know till you scratch that store and find out it's still pus up under there. It ain't healed.
That's what happened then.
And it's a work in progress. This stuff don't happen overnight. That woundedness didn't happen overnight.
Right.
Neither will healing. But the lesson is, what is it for your life that you need to learn from that woundedness? Do you need to trust more? Do you need to love more? Do you need to be a kind of friend that you want other people to be to you? Like, it's all kinds of lessons in woundedness and trauma.
My lesson is never go down the street again.
Don't go down the street again. Stay off that block.
Yeah, they look like I don't even look that way, girl.
There you go. And part of I choose me first is recognizing where you been and where you say you don't want to go no more.
Exactly.
But it takes work because we are creatures of habit. And so if all the men in your life treat you like shit, I'm sorry, y'all, treat you like dirt. They don't support you. They're not kind to you. They don't speak loving thoughts to you. Well, then maybe that was how your daddy treated your mama. Or maybe that's how your grandpa treated your grandma. Or that's the only thing that you know. That's who you gravitate again to. It's not until you start loving you first, till you start dating you first, until you start pampering you first, that you get a real reality check on what it is that you really desire and stop falling in the trap of choosing that you say you don't want.
That was 14 years ago, guys.
It takes work.
I have the most amazing husband now.
Yes, she does. I can vouch for that.
Took me a while to get here, but I'm here. Took me a lot of Negroes. I went through quite a few to get to the promised land.
And praise God for him because he's such a gentle lamb. He's such a gentle lamb. And I'm so blessed to know him.
He's a sweetie.
He is a sweetie.
He puts up with me, guys.
Oh, Lord.
So, Dr. Tina, let them know about how they can contact you. Let them know about your Africa. Oh, let them know about the lunch program, too, because anybody could be watching this 24/7 open.
Oh, yeah. So, on Instagram, it's Dr. Tina Projects, DRTINA Projects. That's our babies that we serve on Africa. And right now, we're doing a fundraiser. And I just got my 501c3.
Congratulations.
So you can get some tax write-off if you want it. You know what I mean?
I got mine.
And so yeah, if you want to donate, you can go to the website. Not the website. Well, that is going to be the website, but my son working on it. But you can go to IG and make a donation to the kids. Because we got to feed our kids. They can't go to school all day and not eat nothing. We got to be able to do that. And then Wasted by Dr. Tina, that's how we fund the big projects that we want to do. We just got some land. We just had the land clear, and we're going to build a school. And I've been going to Africa probably 20, 25 years, and this is the first time with you. I'm taking a group to Africa. I never thought about doing it. It was just my assignment. It was just something God gave me. And I never thought about bringing a group over to let them experience what it is that I do all the time.
And I think it's the power of meeting other people.
It is so.
Like, you got your vision, it's big, but you meet somebody else like, well, why don't we do this? And this would be easier, and
so
you'll raise more money this way.
And it has been. You have been such a blessing. And so now we want to, in building this new school, we want to be able to package it, how you tell us how to package and promote and present to the world. So it'll be like, Wall Street Trapper, one of my babies. So it'd be like the Wall Street Trapper Computer Library, 6-figure spot check, technology center.
That's dope.
Whoever else,
Sound like legacy to me, y'all.
Yeah, baby.
Derek Bourne Hill.
There you go.
Photography studio.
Come
in
on.
Africa.
Yeah.
See how my voice changed?
Are you okay? You start talking that talk.
So everybody, we are so excited to be here. So excited to meet so many amazing people. I'm going to put all of Dr. Tina's information below. I want to be clear too. This episode is brought to you by Renew You Body Butters. We love their products. We're going to put their information below as well. You guys can go check them out. Start your affiliate program. You can become a part of her affiliate program if you need some extra money.
Yep.
The opportunities are here, guys. All right.
Yeah.
So shout out to Renew You Body Butters for sponsoring this particular episode. We thank you so much. Shout out to the amazing Dr. Tina for all that she does, not only for herself, her family, but for the world, y'all.
Thank you, baby.
She's somebody y'all need to know. And we're going to Africa, so make sure you guys come with us.
Come with us.
We're going to have the most amazing time while we're doing mission work to help somebody else. I think that's super dope. So, Dr. Tina, we love you.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Love you so much. You guys stay tuned for the next episode of Ugly Side of Entrepreneurship. Peace. Ooh.